Hi, it's Rob from the Gym Tin here. I hope you're well. Welcome to this mobility method today. Grab yourself a pint of water, take a sip, lick your lips and hydrate. Cheers. Okay. So this is a gentle mobility class, easy recovery, especially if you've done a major event or alternatively you're getting back into exercise or coming back from an injury or something like that as well. It could be that you just need something chill to do. So put some nice, quiet music on the background for you. Switch your mobile phones off, turn off your devices, and give yourself a bit of TLC and a bit of time. Okay, from there, have a drink of water, take a sip, lick around your lips, and from there, finding the space. Check around one way, check around the other, make sure you've got plenty of room. Check above your head, make sure your hands aren't going to go into light fittings. Okay, so from here, we're on a nice, comfortable mat. Okay, you could be on your carpet as well, and I'd like you to be in bare feet. From here, we want our feet a fist gap apart, placing your hands on your hips. You're going to raise up into your calf raise. From here, we're going to slowly roll back through our feet down to the ground. Strong control lift, slow control lower that down. Now, as we're coming back down to the ground, we're going to keep the pelvis driven forward, shoulders back, chest lifted. And we're then going to slowly recoil back through our feet. Again, strong lift. Slow, lower down. Now, as you're doing this, feel what happens in your feet. Do you keep your big toe to little toe square to the ground? Do you rock inwards? Do you roll outwards? What happens? Is it equal between your big toe, your little toe, and the sole of your foot? As you're coming down, do you feel like you're rolling onto the lateral side of your foot? Down here, do you feel like you're rolling on the medial side of your knee? Which way is your body moving? Keep it slow, controlled, and effective for you. From here, we're going to do 3 more here. 2 more here. 1 more here. Good work. Standing, balancing on your right leg. Take the left leg out nice and wide. Slow, controlled, lower back in. Again, lift strong. Slow, controlled, lower back in. See if you can keep this leg nice and strong. Keep your hips forward, shoulders back, pelvis into position. Lift again, strong. Slow return back down. Lift again. Strong lower back down. Two more here. Last one. And release. Shake it out. Okay, so from here, standing on the left foot, strong lift up to the side. Now, as you're lifting this leg out to the side, you want to feel that the foot stays nice and parallel to the floor. So you're physically turning the angle of your foot as you push out. Now, as you're lifting, we're trying to mobilize this joint and trying to stabilize this hip joint. Strong lift. Slow control lower. Now, if again you're struggling at any point, just put a finger on the wall, whatever you need to stabilize to help yourself out. Could be you bring a chair, use the back end of a chair, could be use a broom handle, a pole or something like that. Let's do 2 more here. Good work. 1 more here. And release. Roll your pelvis. From here, standing leg is your right foot. We're going to stand on the right foot and lift that left foot up nice and strong and control lower that down. The foot stays off the floor. Lift again. Slow control lower. Really feel this is all engaged here. Two more here. One more here. And release. Roll out the hips. Stir around the pelvis. Try and get a bit more movement. Okay, so from here, turn your toes. I want you to go a little bit pigeon-toed now. Roll your pelvis as you're rolling round. See if you can keep your feet completely engaged to the floor. To do that, you need your big toe, your little toe, and your heel all engaged to the ground. Rock, roll, and turn. Good work. Change the direction. Big, strong rolls around. And from here, keeping the feet side by side, we reach down to the right side. As we're doing this, we're going to push the pelvis to the side. Bring your hand on your hips and push away. Now we're going to come up through into standing and tilt. Slow controlled lift, slow controlled extension. Feel that lengthen all the way through on the extension, come back up. See if you can push your hip out the way a little bit further. One more. Excellent. Roll your hips, tilt forward, stand tall. Tilt to the other side. So again, feel your big toe, little toe, and heel down into the ground. Try and push your pelvis away. Get that lengthening all the way through, get that extension here. Keep your chest nice and forwards. So you can take the elbow back just a fraction. Can you get this lengthening? Slow control back into standing. Go again. Slow control back into standing. Keep working it. Four more. Come on, let's keep it going. Three more. Two more. Last one. And release. Taking the feet out wide, hanging, dropping down, putting the hands on top of the shins or on top of the thighs, trying to avoid the knee joints, lengthening the legs, sticking your bottom back. Adjust your feet so your big toe to little toe is flat. Slowly control, stand, and lift. Tuck, extend. Tuck, extend. Drop, hinge. Control. Without using your hands, can you lift, stand, tuck, extend the right arm, tuck the left, extend again, drop up wide, hinge again, turn the toes, drop again. You use the strength of your back and your glutes to extend back up through into standing. Drive your pelvis forward. Lift both arms again. Tuck in that right elbow. Stand lift. Tuck in that left elbow. Tilt back out to T. This time rotate. Keep the palm up, aligning with the chest. Turn and rotate, come back the opposite way. Extend the arm forward. Keep the palm of the hand facing up. Tilt back through into T. Hands to hip. Good work, Dave. Yeah, thank you. Flex down and drop. Come back up through extension. Use the strength of your back. Use the strength of your glutes and lift your chest. And again, stretch high, palms face forward, and together. Elbow tuck, step stride, tuck the elbow again, lift and reach, extend higher, retract, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Extend back into your T position here, palms facing up. Tilt this time. Lengthen your top hand to the ceiling. Stretch your base hand down towards your knee. Take a deep breath in. Control back up. Extend, so you can get your arms parallel to the floor. Palms still facing up. Tilt to the other side. Feel what happens in your feet. Feel your big toe to little toe square to the floor. So you can keep that 90 degrees on that shoulder joint. Glutes in nice and tight. And now we're going to allow ourselves to tilt a little bit further. Reaching our top hand up to the ceiling this time. And then the bottom hand as far as we can down to that knee. Retract your shoulder and your top arm to lean back slightly through it. And then bring yourself back into your T shape. And release. From there, hands on your thighs this time. Stick your bottom back, chin down, nose down. Feel a good stretch to the back of your legs. Feel your big toe to little toe down to the floor. Adjust your feet so you're nice and flat-footed. Again, feeling your big toe, little toe, heel to ground to the floor. Bring our hands, if you can reach, to the shins. If you struggle and you're struggling with pressure, bring your hands onto the table if you need to. Turn your feet to a 45-degree angle. And see whether or not you can get that connectivity from your big toe, little toe, down to the floor. See if you can allow the hands to drop. If that's too much, grab a stool, place your arms on that, or grab a chair, put your hands on that chair. Or if it feels too much, just use your hands on your shins or your thighs, whichever feels comfortable. Try and avoid the knee joint. It takes the pressure off those ligaments. It's the muscles take the work and the strain. While you're here, you can give a little bit of a massage into those quadriceps. So on the top of your thighs, just run your thumbs down the inside and get a little bit of a massage whilst the back of the hamstrings are feeling that stretch. Then you can be as kind or as brutal as you like as you're rolling through, massaging the front of that thigh. From there, slowly taking yourself through to standing, turn your feet inwards and then take a hamstring curl. From here, we're going to develop this. We're going to stand on the right foot, keep our knees side by side, and we're going to heel kick up and back down again. Through your big toe, two little toe, flat down to the floor. Extend the left leg each time. Glutes engage nicely. Shaking it out, swapping it over. Again, heel kick up behind. Two more. One more. And release. Coming down to the floor. Rolling to the right side. Picking up your left foot into a quad stretch. Taking your heel up to your bottom. If you struggle getting to your hand to your foot, grab a towel, loop it over your shin or over the bridge of your foot. To be able to work, you need probably both hands, and if you can, you might stroll a towel over it and pull up with one hand. Okay. You might also have somebody else with you at the moment that could just assist you with that foot lift. So you're getting your heel as high up to your bottom as you can, keeping a gap between your knees. You need to rest your head. You can grab a pillow or something to go underneath it, or a cushion. Now I want you to try and walk your hands so it's just onto the toes. So we're working through the phalanges, we're just trying to get the heel up as high as we can, and we're creating this arch through the foot. We're keeping the gap between the knees, and we're still laying on the lateral side of that right thigh. Now, if you feel confident, you can raise your toes and point them away as far as you can on the bottom leg. And if you feel comfortable, then you're going to start trying to work through that lateral leg kick. So you're going to work through abduction of that hip, the right leg stays nice and straight, and slowly lower down. It's a great little exercise, and if you tighten up your glutes and you lean back through with your shoulders, you'll find some different ranges of motion, perhaps strengthening the posture of your spine and your back, and keeping yourself nice and straight. The knee should be tapping the floor, and then the knee tapping the inside part of that knee. And release, shaking it out. Rolling it to the left side. And grabbing that top foot. Keeping the gap between the knees. Feeling a good stretch all the way through the right thigh. And again, we're going to see if we can point the left toes away from our body, still holding onto the bridge of the toe there. You can drop your out at the top down to the floor. You can rest your head down onto it as well. We're seeing if we can raise through adduction that left leg. So the leg dropping down and lifting strong and back up and through. We're trying to get the knees just to tap side by side as we come up. Getting your heel to your bottom. Glutes engaged. 5 more here. 4 more here. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And the reason why this is a gentle recovery class is there's no impact at all. It's designed to help you with strength of your joints. Now rolling back to your front, we're going to take our knees up nice and wide. Placing the knuckles of our feet down to the ground and lifting our torso. From here, we're going to roll through our body, keeping your bottom back, extending your arms away from you, letting your forearms rest onto the floor, with that extension through the lower back. If we can, we walk the hands away just slightly from us. Taking a nice, slow, controlled deep breath in. Slow, controlled deep breath out. Walking the hands away again. Slow, controlled deep breath in. Slow, controlled, deep breath out. Put the hands away again. Lengthening through the lower back, trying to extend your pelvis back over your heels. Here. Keeping your hands where they are, coming off your knees into a plank position. You've got a bit of medial rotation through the knees as we work, arching your back and lifting your chin to look ahead. Slow, controlled. Returning your hips back to your heels, dropping your chest down. And for that, nice stretch all the way through your lower back. One more here, slowly pulling yourself up and forwards. Again, arching through the back, lifting your chin up, chest up, looking ahead. See if you can squeeze through your glutes before returning once more. This time, walking your hands back to your knees, sitting it up into a straight position here. Now, again, if you haven't got that knee flexion here, stick a cushion underneath your bottom so you can maintain your posture. Should be able to feel your big toe to little toe down to the floor. Now, walking the knees in. Or stepping out through on the right foot. Extending out through the left hip flexor. Extend both arms up, thumbs facing back behind you. Releasing, changing legs. Again, extending and reaching back and high. Big toe, little toe flat down to the floor, knuckles down to the ground. Releasing, stepping back up. Really well trained, great mobility training session. I hope you found that useful. Shake it out. Grab yourself a good hefty drink of water after that. You'll be surprised how dry your teeth, your lips and your mouth will get. So well done. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time for the next one. More training. Cheers.